What's up? I'm back again. I don't know what all happened with my YouTube schedule. I had all my videos ready to go, and I thought I was getting them uploaded, but I wasn't. Apparently, I clicked the upload button, and I would just like turn off my phone and just assume that they uploaded. But I went and looked, and I hadn't posted like 3 of the videos I wanted to, so I'm a little behind. um, but anyways, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. Learn from that. But those from my YouTube name, Renner's Life and Experiences. Those were the experiences. Today, I just kind of want to talk about my life today, just kind of how it was. So for the past month, I've been taking summer classes, and that took up a lot of my time. Like a lot. Like I was waking up 6 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and then I would be on campus working, studying until about 6 p.m. So I'm in easily 12 hours straight, pretty much, of just working. And then that was if I didn't have to come home and study as well, too. So I was staying busy, but yesterday was my last day of classes. I took all my finals. I did great. I got all A's. But now like, for a little bit I was complaining, like, oh my gosh, there's just so much work to do. And there was. But now I'm just sitting here like, now what? And I don't know what. uh, it's, it's very strange. Because, literally, if I ever had free time, it just went straight to playing video games. That's just immediately what it went to. But I'm really trying to stay away from video games as much as I can. I still play occasionally, but like an hour or two a day. For me, that's practically nothing. Like an hour or two a day is me basically completely cutting it out of my life, given how much like I had put towards it. It's still not nothing. I still am putting time towards it. It's just right now, I'm struggling to get like a grasp of just what I need to do next. Because I'm on a program. I work at in retail. I won't say which retail store, just I don't know, copyright reasons, just in case. But I work there, and since I'm in college, they do this program where you can work 15 hours a week whenever you're able to, basically. But whenever you're like attending classes, so like during the school year, I won't have to work at all, but I'll still keep the job. But like I'm gonna start working 15 hours a week. This is basically nothing. 15 hours a week is nothing, or at least for me. 3 5-hour shifts, and that's it. So before then, again, all I did was play video games. I would do my schoolwork, and then I'd go to work. And so I'm gonna be going back to work soon, and that'll help. But I won't be just coming home and gaming. And for a little bit of time, what mainly got me over some gaming was talking to this girl. And that took up pretty much any other free time that I had. So it went from video games being everything that I did to talking to her being everything I did. Now I can't do that either. So it's just like, well, now what do I do? Because like today I did my calisthenics workout. I actually made it a little bit longer today just because I knew I didn't really have much to do. I played piano for like an hour, It was only 3 o'clock because recently, whenever I get done with all that stuff, it's time to go to bed. And that's the thing. I woke up at 10:30 today. I've been waking up at 6. I woke up at 10:30. And, like, I still feel like I can't find anything to do. I mean, I went out, I washed my car, like, by hand. I didn't, like, take it out to a car wash or anything. I actually washed it. I didn't even think it really needed it, but I tried to do that just to have something to do. I've watched a couple episodes of a TV show. But I do want to start, and this is what I'm thinking will be the best for me, is I'm trying to start a little photography business. And I was looking online for some courses maybe I could take online, just to really figure out all the ins and outs of my camera, because I do have the camera. I got it a couple months ago. But, like, I don't know how everything works on there still. So I feel like that would help with a lot of my time, you know, to get me out of the house, get me to do things. I mean, not while I'm watching the course. When I'm watching the courses, I won't be. But I'll get that information, see how they utilize that stuff. And then what I'm going to try to do is utilize it outside of the house. Just go out somewhere and try to figure out what to do from there. Yeah, if I don't know what to do about, like, permits and stuff, I think that's part of the reason I'm struggling to get into it. Is I don't know where to start. I mean, how do you go from not knowing anything, being exclusively inside playing video games, to saying, yeah, I want to start my own business? I have nothing to work off of. I mean, literally nothing. I don't know. I don't have, like, any type of networking. I don't even hardly know how the camera works. So saying I'm going to create a business, it was definitely ambitious, to say the least. And, like, I think it is something I want to do, because anytime I go out and take pictures, I do enjoy it. And I think I would enjoy doing things like, taking pictures of, like, athletes and them posing. Like, that's the kind of camera it is. It's not a, like, action camera where it takes high quality pictures while things are moving. It's more of a portrait or landscape kind of camera. It's nice. It's a good camera though. Canon EOS Rebel T7. I mean, it's just a good starter camera, and that's sort of why I got it. All the research I saw said it was a good starting camera. But let's see, as I'm recording this, it's around 7 p.m. I mean, I just feel like I didn't really do much of anything today. Like, it wasn't a bad day. I wasn't upset. I haven't talked to the girl at all today. She hasn't even texted. This is the longest I think we've gone without even texting each other. Like, I mean, nothing's happened. I think she's moving though. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure she'll say something by the end of the day. But because it was funny that one video, I said she hadn't said anything to me today, and it's 8 o'clock. She ended up calling, and we ended up being on call for like an hour, like right after I made that video. Yeah, so it's tough. I mean, I went from being this hollow shell to just trying to figure out everything. And I don't know, it's weird. It's just like I'm trying to learn life now. Like, it's strange. Because I really wasn't living life for 5 years. I wasn't living a life. I just was existing. And now I'm, like, actually trying to decide a future for myself. I don't know. I think because I want to get up early, but like I think maybe I just need to get a good start on the camera stuff. I don't know. Because, I mean, I've gone out and taken pictures. I've even gotten some pictures of people. And it's not that I didn't enjoy it. Like, that was fun. But I can't get myself to, like, stay committed to anything. And I'm not sure why. It's like, I think it's because I feel like I'm forcing myself to do it. And I'm not just enjoying it. I don't know. But that was something else I did today. I emailed my advisor. I asked her if there was anything I could do on campus for events to take pictures of. It might be a while before I get a response from her though, because I just recently swapped to her, so she doesn't know like any of my circumstances. So I'm probably gonna have to have like an actual meeting with her to clarify everything, kind of tell her where I'm at. So that'll help. Yeah, it's just so weird now that I'm just existing. Like, legitimately, I could just quit work, not go to college. And this, what I'm experiencing right now, would be my everyday life. That's scary. I mean, I would go back to work, but that it's just weird to me that this is like some people's life. That it was my life. You know, and I'm glad though that I'm to the point where I couldn't imagine going back to a place like that and being okay with it. I couldn't. It would be literal hell. You know, because I really haven't had any guidance in life. I really haven't. You know, because I feel like a lot of, at least boys, they get like a little bit of knowledge about, like, kind of, I guess, just doing things with their dad. Um, and I wasn't really granted. Whoops. I wasn't really granted that. He is around, but he doesn't really have anything to do with me. I mean, we legitimately haven't talked in like 3 years, even though we're living in the same house. And I mean, I don't know. He did some awful things, and I don't know that I want anything with him. But anyways, it's just I feel like at least from what I gathered from my friends, they got like a lot of help from their fathers with like just kind of dealing with things that you make kind of important. Like, I don't know, like working on your car or something, or like just being able to fix things around the house. And like I used to do some of that stuff. Like I would change a light bulb or something. I don't know, there wasn't much though. And I mean, I just don't know where to start. And it really sucks not being in a supportive environment. Because, like, today I was trying to do some of my workout, and my mom just sort of, she kept making weird faces at me, like, "Ugh, why are you doing that?" And I'm just working on myself. She's like, "Ugh, I don't get why." And I'm just like, what? And it's starting to become more apparent how much of an influence they've been on keeping me kind of just where I was at. And I'm really not trying to make them sound like awful people, but it's easy to see why I may not have been able to flourish as well with how they kind of treated me. I don't like putting blame on others. I try to take responsibility for a lot of the things that I do. But it's just hard not to think, man, it would have been a lot easier if it was not them and someone else's parent that was a little more supportive, maybe. Because, like, even just a simple thing like working out, I get judged for doing it. And, like, I know she's not trying to be, like, an awful person or even trying to discourage me from doing it, but she does. And then I don't know. It was aggravating. Like, I was doing some dips, and I didn't really have anything good to do it in my room with, so I went to the kitchen and I did it on a counter that's shaped like that. I guess it's so I could put my hand like there and there. It was easier to do the dips like that. And, like, she judged me so hard for it. And it's just, like, why? Why does it matter? I don't understand why she just, like, was discouraging me from doing it. Like, what was she gaining from that? I don't know. I don't know what goes on through her head. I'm just ready to be out of this house. It won't be too long. 2 months. I hope it comes quick. Because I am so sick of being here. I'm gonna try to find things to do. Try to hang out with some school friends. Just try to find stuff to do. Take up time. Yeah. I don't know. Because, like, it's really aggravating. Because there are things that I want to try. Like, I want to try to learn to cook. But, like, it's impossible to cook with her and not feel like I'm a complete idiot. And I feel like that's part of the problem. It's not even that they're not being supportive. They're, like, directly being, like, insulting me. Like, anytime I did anything with my dad as a kid, he just would call me stupid, retarded. Like, things you should not be saying to an 8, 9-year-old. And it really stuck with me. And then yelling at me because I messed up on one thing, and I didn't understand why what I messed up on, but I still got yelled at for it. And it was just a lot for. It was just a lot for me. Um, and then I'm cooking with my mom. It's so. Because she micro. I mean, like, this is a little bit more understandable. She micromanages, like, everything I do. But then, like, again, it goes down to calling me names, and it's just like, why? Why is that necessary? Maybe I'm just too butthurt about it. But I mean, I don't want to. That's not an environment you want to learn in. You know, it's aggravating to hear that what you did was dumb, and like especially when it's coming from your parents. You know, it's rough. And I know there's people that have it worse than me out there, but you know, I feel like that was a problem I always had. I had to feel like I had to have had it the worst above anyone else. Um, Otherwise, my feelings weren't valid. Because, like, oh, well, that person had it worse than me. Well, then I have no right to feel that way. And so a lot of the times I feel like I suppress my emotions because, like, oh, well, someone else has it worse than me. Which is true. You know, it is true that people do have it worse than me. But it doesn't make my feelings invalid. I just thought about that right now. That wasn't something I thought about before, but you know that is something that my mom always says. Someone always has it worse. Sort of pushing away how I felt about the situation right then and there. Like, yeah, someone else has it worse though. Just be grateful for what you have. But sometimes that's not the case though. That shouldn't be the case. Because my feelings are valid. Yeah. I'm ready to get out of this house. I wish I could move out sooner. Like right now. But it'll come soon enough. Um, yeah, I guess that should be about it. I just kind of wanted to talk about where I was at today. Really bored. Trying to find things to do. Again, I'm going to try to start up an online course for the photography stuff. Hopefully go out, maybe find some things to do there. Just try to get involved more. It really does suck though, because I'm really far, well, not really far away, but I'm like a 30-minute drive at least from about anything. Which isn't the end of the world, but it makes it a little less enticing to like go out and do things. If I know that at least an hour for the rest of the day I'm going to be driving. And that makes it a little bit more aggravating, I guess. Which I don't mind driving. See, and that's the thing. I've been telling myself that it's just kind of an excuse not to do things because it's far away, but it's kind of a valid one. But if it's worth making myself happy, then it's worth it. I don't know. I'm gonna be looking for some type of like communities. Maybe I can join. Maybe a club. I'm gonna be looking for stuff. Because man, hanging out here for the next 2 months is gonna be nothing but torture. It really is. But, yeah. I guess that's about it for the second time. No, I just don't want to end the video because I don't know what I'm going to do after. I don't know. I guess I could game a little bit. It doesn't feel productive enough. Like, I want to feel productive now when I'm doing things. Like, I know there's nothing wrong with a little bit of leisure time, but I feel like I've leisured enough for a lifetime. Like, unless I'm, like, taking a break with somebody and still, like, enjoying their company, just being alone by myself, trying to enjoy some time is just not pointless, but it's just, I've experienced that so much now that I'm kind of tired of it. Maybe there'll come a point where I want it, though, as long as I get myself busy again. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try that course tomorrow. Besides that, I don't really know. I ain't got a clue what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, just usual, do my workout, play some piano, make one of these videos, maybe talk to her, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I could do. I might try to find a club or something. I mean, like, I could read something, I guess. It's just none of that stuff feels like it has an overarching purpose. I just need to get into the photography stuff. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to just learn a lot about that course, drive somewhere, I guess. That's the thing. Just everything feels so aimless that I don't know what to do about anything. At least having the course will kind of help. Maybe it'll give me some ideas for where I could go. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, I did buy an alarm clock, so now I won't look at my phone in the morning. I'm gonna put it in a different room. That way when I get up, I don't just roll over, look at my phone for a couple hours. But at this point, that isn't looking so bad because I don't know what I'm gonna do with that extra time not looking at my phone. Yeah. Okay. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.